We're back, and we're going to play a little bit of Sorcery. So we'll be choosing our own adventure. We'll be doing lots of reading. I have all 4 games. But we won't be getting to all of them. Maybe we'll finish part 1 tonight. I don't know. Sorry, Benny. Sorry. It's not Pathfinder, I guess. I didn't even know Pathfinder had a game that came out. Actually, I just looked it up. I did add it to my wish list. My choice of title was The Magic of Reading. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna change it. The Magic of Reading. There you go. I've changed it then. I bet my liver on that. Well, you got like 6 livers. You're fine. We got Steve Jackson, I think, who's like the cousin of Peter Jackson. That's fine. We'll be all right. And you wrote a bunch of books. I guess they were choose your own adventure books, and then these wonderful folks turned it into a game, a choose your own adventure game. I've seen a couple people play this. Only up to like the first 2 games. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I know I'm not too worried about being spoiled though, because I barely pay attention to things. And on top of that, it's a choose your own adventure thing. So whatever they picked, we will probably not pick the people I've seen. But I've wanted to play this for a while. So we'll see how it goes. Let's see if you guys enjoy this. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. So we'll do part 1, the Something Hills. We're a dude. You've walked the wilds of Kakabad through Kare and the spiteful Backlands, all the way to Mamping. Is it too loud, guys? You have survived traps, thieves, wait, what? Have we? Isn't this the first game? Why does it say we've done all this shit? Have I fucked it up? It's loud? Okay, let me fix it. There you go. Is that better? Is this a little bit better? Yeah, well, it's backstory, but, like, this seems like we did a lot of shit. Usually backstory is, you were an orphan, and you got fucked in the ass, and here you are. Oh, whatever. The Crown of Kings. I'm just hoping I didn't click on the wrong thing. It said the crown was never forged, only found by Chalana, the Reformer, a lowly foot soldier who became emperor of the Eastern world. Such is the power of the crown. The air around it crackles with influence. Take it! Your destiny awaits. With the crown in your hands, you will be as powerful as Chalana, whoever that is. The goblins are arming. The giants are walking, and the birdmen carving cruel daggers from stone. Oh, fuck the bird with stone daggers. What a bunch of dumb shits. Everyone knows that stone is like the first tier. They'll be done. War will come, but you will prevent it. But then, the image of the crown begins to flicker. You rush for I might not prevent it. Maybe I won't. It's a tarp. So hope you guys enjoy me reading shit. Because I'm going to be reading a lot in this. Oh yeah, you're right. Wood is tier 1. Stone is tier 2. I always skip tier 1. And startle yourself awake. You are alone, exhausted in the little hut in the outpost settlement. Your unimaginable journey is not even a single step begun. Okay, so that was all a dream. We didn't even do shit. Inkle presents. Or presents. Maybe there's a lot of presents. Steve Jackson's Sorcery. It's weird that there's no sound here. You would think here there would still be the sound. Part 1. The Shamanti Hills. Shamantani. Click your character, continue. Alright, I've never played this, so I have no fucking idea. It is sunrise. You dress, breakfast on bread and goat's milk, and collect a pack and sword from beside your bed. Test the blade. Yeah, let's do that. You pause to test the blade against your thumb. The blacksmith has done well. The edge is keen and draws a narrow line of blood. Outside the hut... Oh, fuck, we're gonna lose a hit point. Outside the hut, you hear the outpost settlement stirring to life. We could pray for luck. What's this? Or just go. Let's just go. I don't pray. Time then to depart. You lift back the flap of the hut and step into the early morning sunshine. Okay, so draw a path to the flag. Alright, we're good. Ice follow you as you leave the hut and walk all over the fucking place towards the great Shamanti Wall. Shamutani Wall. The frontiers people of this tiny settlement are well aware of your mission. Let's greet them. Let's be nice. You turn to them and bow. Some smile in reply, but are too afraid to approach. Others make gestures of protection. You're going beyond the wall, so they believe you to be cursed. A man is waiting on the path to the Cantopani Gate, the final doorway between Anal Land, and the wilds of Kakaband. God, the fucking names in this game are gonna throw me off so bad. Panther! That's a smiting. You parade around the town like a fucking retard. You recognize the sergeant of the Sightmaster Warriors. Fuck, look at this fucking guy. Look at the eyeballs everywhere. And they really take this whole Sightmaster. He holds out his hand. Oh, we could be a dick and be like, get out of my way. Let's be nice. We're gonna start out as a dickhead, right? Greetings, Sergeant. He touches his forehead with two fingers. You are almost ready, he says. I have a gift from the king. 24 gold pieces! It is all we could spare this time. He holds out a pouch. Sure, yeah. Take that shit. You accept the gift graciously. Thank you. You should buy some supplies before you pass the wall, Sergeant says, and you must collect your spellbook if you wish magic to aid you. Finally, should you wish to practice your swordplay... Oh, practice with an S. This is fucking British. Your swordplay, I will... Or Russian English. Anal Land, yeah. I will go one last round with you. He points to the staff towards training ground. Okay, we can fight him. Right? Okay, so let's collect the spellbook, though, first. Oh, we have to drag. Buy ration. That's buy rationings. Okay. Small traders in the settlement supply the Sightmaster Warriors with weapons, armor... Yeah, definitely English. British English. For food and clothing. You go over with the sergeant in the stall selling flatbreads with cheese. And cheese. 2 gold pieces per ration, the owner says. Let's buy 2. You hand over your coins, and a man places 2 rations carefully in your pack. You must be sure to eat every day, or you will suffer, the sergeant tells you, standing at your side. Eating more will give you extra strength, but it is not necessary. Okay. Figure out what that means. Check the contents of your pack using the items button on the map. Items. So we've got 2 meals. We're not going to eat, though. We're fine. Weapons, we've just got a sword. And treasure, we have 20 gold still. Okay. It's fine. Let's grab our spellbook. One of the huts, set slightly back from the others, is decorated with glyphs and strange symbols. A terrible smell emanates from its doorway. This is the hut of the chief mage. He has been preparing your spellbook for days, reading star charts to work out which spells will be available to you in different locations in the hills and beyond. What am I going to do without the book? Go inside. I want spells. Why would I want spells? You lift the flap and go inside. Maybe this is like do without it. It's like some sort of challenge mode or some shit. The mage looks up to you with a haggard, sleepless eyes and presses the book into your hands. Do you understand how to use this? No. Tell me. Each spell is crafted through the alignment of 3 stars. He begins. The spell Zap, for example, is made by aligning the Zarathustra, Aegis, and Peony. But that is not important. What matters is that your spell is called, is what it does. Zap gives control over lightning. Hot will create a fireball. Fuff will create a force field around you. Shall I continue? Yeah, tell me more. The mage nods. The law spell is from Lilith, Aegis, and Wex. It will allow you to control the will of unintelligent creatures. The wall spell is quite different. It uses different stars. The order matters, you see. Wall creates an invisible barrier. You'll find the rest in the book, he adds, tapping on the leather-bound tome. Oh, we can ask for more. I want to know more. Mage looks surprised. Well, the Dop spells is used for locks. Okay. Walk will shield you in battle, and Dumb will cause clumsiness. He scratches Absolutely is here. Remember, some spells will cost you effort to use, but the others that don't will not work without a focus, an item of some kind. You will need to read the book to know what you want. Okay. Know what? I mean, it's just magic spellbook using a button on the map. Okay, so what's our spellbook? Let's look at our spellbook. Here you go. Here's a sorcery spellbook. Because it's 48 spells of the high craft. As discovered and passed down from generations to generations of sorcerers from the earliest days of the Eastern world. Each spell is formed of 3 letters, and each spell will take energy to cast. Furthermore, some spells will fail without the use of a particular item or focus. Okay, so Zap, create 6 spells your adventure. If you learn only 6 spells your adventure, learn these. So Zap will make lightning. Foff will make a force field. Law, we've read these, yep. The guy told us already. All these spells are extremely tiring and will cost you 3 points of stamina. More economical versions exist, though some... I'm imagining stamina is your hit points. Though some rely on a caster owning particular items of power. So there's Zap. Extremely powerful weapon is blast of lightning that shoots from the caster's hand, effective against virtually all living creatures without a magical defense, but takes a great concentration to use. Hot, which is good fire. This is the fireball one. Can be thrown at the caster's target. The fireball will then cause severe burns and impact, but will quickly extinguish. Foff is stamina. Powerful spell creates a physical barrier in front of the caster, which is capable of keeping out all intruders. The resulting force field is both extremely strong and flexible. Wall creates this spell, creates an invisible wall in front of the caster. The wall is impervious to all missiles, creatures, and other material objects. Hence, it is a very useful defensive spell. Nice you start with literacy. Foff summons cats all around you? What? Oh god, now you guys are arguing about flatbread. Poof. Law. Non-intelligent attack creature allows the caster to control the attacker's will for a short time. The attack will cease, and the creature will immediately come under the control of the caster. Wait, what? The attack will... Oh, so if some, like, dummy's attacking me, I could be like, Law! And they'll stop attacking me, okay. When cast at a creature holding an object, such as a weapon, the spell will make the creature clumsy and uncoordinated. It will drop the object, phone will pick it up, and drop it again. Okay. Big. When the spell is cast, the caster's own body will inflate the body of 3 times the normal size. This increases the power. It's only 1 stamina, too. Increases the power of the caster and is especially useful against large opponents, but must be used with caution in confined spaces. Walk requires 1 gold and 1 stamina. This is gold coin is placed in the caster's wrist, so right there. And our hand is very fucked right now. When the spell is cast, it will transform into a visible metal shield, but the coin will be lost. I mean, we got the other stuff. The shield. Dop. It's 1 stamina. This will be used to open any locked door. Casting the spell works, so it's knock, basically. Directly on the locked tumblers, and the door may open freely. If the door is bolted from the inside, the bolts will be undone. The spell will not work on doors sealed by magic. Raz, not Draz, just Raz. If we took the op off of this, we could move it over. Requires beeswax. To perform the spell, beeswax is required. By rubbing the wax on any blade weapon and casting a spell, the blade will become razor sharp and do at least double its normal damage. Sus. What's that? It's used to caster suspects a trap. And it will indicate telepathically to the caster the danger and the best protective action. If already trapped, the spell may be used to minimize the effects of in certain cases. 6. Spell cast on the caster's own body and creates multiple images of the caster, all capable of casting spells and attacking. Each will perform identical actions, and most creatures will be unable to tell which is the real figure. Yep, sussing out traps. There you go. Jig requires a bamboo flute. When cast, the recipient will get an uncontrollable urge to dance. The caster can make any creature dance, merry jigs by playing a small bamboo flute, thereby exhausting a creature or providing time to escape. Gob requires a goblin's tooth. Cast onto teeth, create 1, 2, or an army, so we can make goblins with that one. I'm trying to get through these because that's like, there's 48 of these fucking things. Yob is a giant, so probably the same thing, except giants. Gum requires glue. So door that if it falls when the door is open, throwing a vial at the creature's feet. So we like stick people with that. How? Spell is used to. Okay, I guess the ones that are gold I can actually cast because I don't. Yeah. The other ones I can't because I don't have a thing. Psychic inclinations to one route. Okay, so if we're like, if we have like a, you know, a split in the road or something, we can cast How. And then it might tell us, you know, what's the better route to go. We may need a medicinal potion for Doc. Potion be used by caster that will bring a being that's actually died back. But oh wait, the potions may be used by caster, but will not bring a being that's been died back to life. Okay, so we can heal people, but not bring them back. Dawes. So we can make people slow. Dud. Create an illusion of treasure. Okay. Mag. Protects the caster from a lot of magic and stuff. Very powerful protection. Pop. Pop? Is that pop? Or is it pebble? It's a bunch of explosions, I guess. Fall. So if we were falling, we could cast that. And so it's feather fall, basically. Dim makes people dumb as shit. Handle caution is a deranged character may act unpredictably. Use the spell Sax to summon a 6 jazz band. What do you think came for spells or spell names? I'm gonna bet names. I'm gonna bet the spells. Fog. Okay, this is weird. This is like, you know, like, why is this all black and shit? And blue. Once cast, the room turns to pitch black in the eyes of all but the caster. Even through torches and candles may still be burning. Therefore, nearby creatures will be temporarily blinded. So it's dark. Yeah, just, well, it's, blindness, or, what's the fucking called D&D? Darkness, maybe? Just called darkness. Mud. We need sand, and so we make them do, like, quicksand. That's fine. Niff. We have to have nose plugs. So we basically fart. That's good. Tell. I have a skull cap for that. We can read minds with that. Gack. So that makes people have fear. Sap. So we cause depression. Okay. God. We have a jewel of gold. So they'll like me. So it's against, like, charm in a way. Kin. The exact replica of the enemy will be created. However, should either creature die, both will disappear. So we can make a replica of whoever we're fighting. Pep. You need fire water for that. Effects temporary. Double or triple their normal strength, so it makes us strong. Okay. So, like, a bull strength going on here. That's fine. Oop. Rock. Within seconds, it petrify. So we can petrify people with that. Nip. I mean, these with that require stuff, we may as well not even fucking read, right? Because we need the stuff to cast them anyway. Well, maybe not. Goddamn. Huff. Wait, what does Nip do? Caster, we can just really fast. We're fast, okay. Huff, wind is capable of blowing. Oh, so we can blow people with wind. Fix, we could fix stuff, I'm guessing. Oh, no. Holding an opponent or object in place. Okay, so we can, like, a hold spell. Nap, so we could make people fall asleep. Zen, we could float in the air, so we can hover. Yaz, so we could convince people of things. We'll render the caster invisible. Oh, I'm sorry. So we'll be invisible. Less successful creatures will only be partially convinced. So this works on smarter people, but dumb it doesn't work on it as well. Sun, jewel will glow brightly, so we could see things, like a torch. That's fine. Oh, and we don't even need stamina for these. Like a lot of these, look at this. It just requires, like that one requires stamina, but this just requires that we have the items, not that we need yeah, okay, that's cool. Kid. Caster can create illusion and become real to others. Caster spell can concentrate on a particular illusion, and this illusion will become real to others. However, affected creatures. So we can make an illusion, I guess. Wrap. We need a wig. Caster to understand the language of a communicated creature speaking non-human. Okay. Yap. You can talk to animals. Zip. We can teleport. Far. We could see into the future. Res. We can resurrect people. It's good. An X-corpse can be killed again as normal. Resurrect takes some time and will leave the creature dull and dizzy, though it may still answer questions. So we can, like, resurrect someone who died and, like, ask them questions and they still stay alive, I guess. And then Zed. This is the most formidable spell in lore, but no one knows why. In all recorded history, this spell has been cast only once by a powerful necromancer from Therebin, who is never seen again. Its effects are unknown. The necromancer's notes were found, but the crew will treat with extreme caution. But there's no cost. We could cast it right now. We could cast Zed right fucking now. How do we... Hold on. I have to, right? What's this? I don't know what that is. How do I cast spells? I want to cast a spell. I want to cast Zed right now. It won't let me. We'll figure it out. Maybe the first chance we get, we'll cast Zed. All right, let's move around. Let's do like a... Oh, let's do this. We'll try to do like a spiral thing. Into the training grounds. Woo! I'm gonna cast Zed in the training. You walk with the sergeant to the training ground. He wraps the base of his staff in leather. Ready my sword. Oh, okay. So here's how combat works. To begin, the sergeant said, you'll practice the stances. First, defend yourself against me. Choose to attack by dragging the character sideways. To defend, stay fully left. Defend. Okay, so we take 1 hit point of health because we defended, I guess. The Sight Master, he did like 7 damage. Apart from enemy, by defending, you will receive minimum damage from the attack. Any attack you make, Sight Master Sergeant chooses a strong attack. You turn away with minimum impact. My next attacks will be weak, he declares. You will be able to overpower me by playing a stronger attack. But make sure your attack is stronger. Make stronger by putting your character to the right. Okay. Oh, I see. So he can do a 7... Is 7.6 like the last thing he did? Or is like that little red... So if we go like here, that's going to be above that thing, right? Is this how much he has left in his attack? Because this is what he attacked with last time. So I assume as long as we go above this, we should be good, right? Yeah, that seems like alright. Okay, good. You swing with a weak attack, overpowering the Sight Master Sergeant, who tries a low careful attack. Overpowering a weak enemy is easy, so you did well to win without losing too much power. My next attack will be low, says Sergeant. You can overpower him by dragging character to the right until you think you have a stronger attack. Okay, so the same thing again. So just like a little bit more. Go. What? What? Huh? So what the fuck does this mean then? What does this mean then? Is it just a fucking guess at how much... I'm confused. Whatever you attack, you put damage to, but strong attack will use more power. You should choose a weak attack. Based on stamina? I don't think so. So we take a small distance. Alright, so we know that he's going to defend, so we don't want to do much. It still did 1 damage, though. Good choice. Strong attack, you would have wasted more of your power. Here's my attack power. My shot would be one of my strongest. If you can perform a full attack, you may overpower me, but otherwise you better defend yourself. For strong attack, put your character to the right. To defend, put your character to the left. Okay, so no, pulling to the left actually... Oh, we just leave it and we just click defend, I see. So we could go all the way. Let's defend. It would have been 8.2. So he did this. So how do we know how much... To overpower something from strong attack with slash... So we're just guessing that because he went so much, he only has a little bit left? Like this little tiny bit, so we only have to go like here? No. Can they just attack and as strong as they want at any time? And we have no fucking idea? It's just fucking guess? It's just luck? Remember, defending will prevent you from suffering damage. My next attack will be a low one. Well, I don't think anyone's gonna tell me that the next attack is gonna be low in the future. You mean attack. Being Sight Master Sergeant, he bows. You have finished me. Excellent. 6 stamina left. Rust going. Well, I would try again, but I don't want to lose more stamina. Can I try again? Will I get my stamina back? Oh, I do. Okay. To begin. Okay, choose your attack. But, like... Defend yourself. Okay, so I defended. So he maxed out at 9. So can he do that every time? So, like, say we go 9 with him. But we know he's going to do low. So we'll do a weak attack. We'll just go, like, 1. So he had 0 there. So he couldn't even... So he defended. Right. He's going to defend himself again. So fucking don't do anything. Because he's just going to defend himself again. Strong attack. But how do we know? 4.6. Maybe the text will give you a hint? Maybe. 1 stamina left. Skills go. Okay, fine. Whatever. I don't quite understand. You seem to remember the basics. Or said, good. Another round? No, I'm good. Oh, try again. Train again. Let's see. Is it going to be the same thing? Ready your guard. So defend. Okay, so we defended. Okay, Sight Master powerful enemy. By defending him, will receive minimal damage from any attack he makes. The Sight Master Sergeant is a strong attack. You turn away with minimum impact. I want to defend myself, he says. Whatever attack you play will damage me, but a strong attack will use up more power. So it's the same fucking thing. I defended myself again. Yeah, so it's the same shit. But I don't think they're gonna fucking tell me that. Wait, let's have her. He raises his defense but says nothing, so we want a small one. Again. You swing a weak attack, injuring once more who is defending. The enemy stamina is up top. If you reach 0, you've won the fight. Yeah. My next attack will be one of my strongest. If you can perform a full attack, no, just defend. Defend yourself. So much just strong attack, but you receive only small amount of damage. He will be weaker now. So the next one will be lower. My next one will be weak, he declares. Alright, so let's do like 1.4. There we go, we got him. 2 stamina lost. Okay. Oh, so we got our stamina back after. Good. The sergeant said it smell excellent. Trying to... No, I'm good. I'm done. You shake your head. Very good, the sergeant agrees. But if you wish to bout in the earnest, I will warn you. I will not go easy on you. He indicates the wider yard where there is more space for a true match. So we can actually do an actual match. So let's try that. Oops. That didn't do what I wanted. Yeah, maybe. Like, creature winds back for a large swing. The enemy holds back. Yeah, maybe. You head over the yard and practice a bout of real fighting. The sergeant removes the cloth padding from the base of his stash. Unsheath my sword. Alright, let's see. This is a real fight. This time I will not tell you my intentions. Said you will have to read them for yourself. Be ready. Okay. Well, how am I reading them? Like, what? So I have to do a thing? Let's just defend the first round, I guess. Sight Master smiles at you, taps the ground with his long staff, and raises his stance. You drop into a defensive crouch immediately. The Sight Master is not to be trifled with. The Sight Master Sergeant comes in with a tough blow, balancing his strength on his impact. You escape mostly uninjured. You see his arm grow tense. He's ready for a strong attack. Okay, so let's defend again. You hold firm and keep your defense as he powers forward with a cry. It only tires him out. You are largely unhurt. So he's got to be, like, weakened right now, right? So let's go, like, 2.3. So they can just do whatever they want, I guess. In the moment, the Sight Master Sergeant leaps to your left and attacks with your blade close. You are ready to parry. His own blow is measured, but enough to knock you reeling. The impact catches you in the kidneys. His maximum is decreasing, but we can't see it. This means nothing down here. We've noticed that. It means nothing. Like our attack power decreases, but we have no idea of what's going on with this. This crowd, the king is truly weak to send such a champion. The words spur you on. To stand once more in your narrow eyes at the Sight Master. He turns his grip to hold his staff more loosely. He seems preparing a simple jab. Okay, so we can overpower him with, like, a 4. Okay. Time to attack. You swing your sword fast in towards his chest, but his own move is fast and careful, and he's able to parry the very worst of the strike. His eyes Follow your shoulders. He's probably about to defend himself. You realize a strong hit would be wasteful now. Okay, so we'll do like nothing. Just a little jab. Cleverly, you read his intent to attack lightly, saving your energy while still wounding him. His own weapon is raised to defense. He grins. He is left breathless, but not seriously hurt. I don't know. Let's just go crazy with him. That doesn't. Oh fuck. Now we're fucked. Master Sergeant is ready to leap behind the cover of a nearby hut as you come at him again. Master shakes his head. Not bad, he grunts, clearly weakening. His eyes narrow in preparation for great effort. Let's defend. Okay. You drop yourself to a crouch as he attempts to strike. Well done, he grumbles, panting from his wasted effort. You escape mostly unharmed. His guard is up, conserving his energy so his next strike could be stronger. So his guard is up, so he's just gonna defend. So let's just like barely jab him. Okay. Acting quickly, you sting him with your blade, low and fast, saving your energy. I'll wear you out, you declare. His staff is lifted to protect himself. He grimaces with effort. He begins to heave. He's struggling to stay upright. He feints left. So earlier, though, it said that he was going to use this round to, like... So let's defend, because he's going to do a big attack. No. You whip your defenses. His light blow sails over your head. You are largely uninjured. Okay, so let's go, like, 3.8. Fine. We won, somehow. Leaping into action. You slash violently across his chest. It's enough to finish him. The Site Master throws down his staff. You have me, he declares the grin. 6 stamina loss. Shameful. Well, what are you gonna do? The sergeant is grasping for breath. He bows to you once more. You are too slow, he declares, shaking his head. I will tell the king to ready another champion, for you will not survive long. As he talks, a nearby healer hurries over with a stab, and your health and the sergeant's is quickly recovered. Oh, fuck. I don't know. We're gonna die. We're gonna fucking die every goddamn fight. I already know. We're gonna die every fight. Whatever. Alright, there we go. We're gonna make it back. We're gonna go to the gate. So we have nothing else to do in this shitty little village. You reach the foot of the mighty gate. It is sealed. The sergeant places one hand on the wood. The gate has been locked for some time to deter raiders, he tells you. But you will have no difficulty. The stars in this place allow the dot spell to be crafted. And he stands back. So what was it? It was, what was... Cast a spell. Oh. What was it that was like Z? Oh, we've only got Zap right now. So maybe that other spell just doesn't come up until... So, stop. So we could zap it, I guess. Okay, we'll spend a stamina. I don't think we can save. I think it just saves as it goes along. Stop! You weave the spell. One by one, the great tumblers of the door begin to creak and groan. The hinges turn, and with a noise like hail, I go, what if we didn't take the book? What if we said, fuck the book? Or were we done? Is there no way to, like, continue this game? One by one, the great tumblers, yeah. Then the hinges turn, with a noise like hail on the canvas roof. These gates have not opened since our last champion was lost, the sergeant says. I wish you more luck than he. Perhaps you will even meet him on your travels. I fear he is dead. He's lost. If I overtake him, then he is too slow. That does not concern me. I fear he's dead. Let's just say this one. If I overtake him, he is too slow. The Cyrus nods, peering at something on the horizon. I believe he is returning, but transforms. I hope you do not meet the same fate. He claps you on the shoulder. Bullshit. You said you were gonna go get another fucking champion. Do a little zigzag here. There we go. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm sorry. Together you step into the shadow of the wall. One last word, he declares. When you have the crown, find the highest point you can find. We will be watching. Watching from where? From here. The Site Master warriors are selected from birth for their incredible powers of telescopic vision. You cannot help but wonder how far he can see. Tell me what lies ahead. The path leads to first to Cantapani, a settlement of traders. The most are rogues and thieves. You should be there before the sun has reached its peak. From there, 3 routes lead to Cristantani, but no single route is safe. Kakabad is the land of devils. And beyond Kare, I cannot see so far, he says, but once you have reached the city port of traps, you will enter the backlands. They say that day and night there are controlled by forces other than the sun, and from Kare, too, your progress will be watched. It is time to go, you thank him. It is time to go. You thank him. You pass through the gate. The faces of the folk watching your departure reveal the hopes that reveal the hopes that rest on you and your quest. What is my quest? I don't even know what it is. I know that I'm going into this gate. I'm a champion of the king, but I have no idea what I'm doing. The early morning air is crisp, and the rising sun paints the slopes in shades of peaceful beauty, concealing the evil that lies ahead. Okay. Get the crown? Is it just to find the crown? That's it? So I have to go find a crown. That was not forged, but found. I mean... Okay, I guess. Why not? Alright. Oh shit, I said I would stop doing that. That was the last time. Okay. The path winds through slopes of wind to Scrubland. Scrubland? The countryside is deserted, and the eerie silence is broken only by the cawing of an occasional crow. There is a spell for hearing, what they say, but you do not have the equipment it requires. Okay, well, I wouldn't, right? Would I miss something? Who knows? The birds appear to pause in the air and examine you as they pass. They make you uneasy, as if you were an intruder in their presence. You keep walking. Barely an hour beyond the wall, and the air begins to grow foul. The Shamutani Hills are infested with the pestilence of the backlands. It saps the energy from your body, leaving you feeling nauseous and weak. Yeah, let's cover our mouth. We don't want to get SARS. What? You cover your mouth with your neck scarf, but it does no good. They warned you of this. You will grow accustomed to it the longer you're out here. But for the moment, you must be very careful. Your maximum stamina is decreased. You can see your stamina at the top of the screen. If it reaches 0, you'll be too tired to carry on. Stamina can be regained. The maximum by eating rashes, resting. We went from 20 max stamina to 10. We lost half of our health by covering our mouth. Fuck me. We can travel cross country or go the low rate. I mean, the safe bit. Oh, I like how this has like bumps and shit where the mountains are. Let's look at the map here. So we're down here. We can head towards this town. There's mines, the river, all sorts of different towns and other mines. A waterfall. Kara is up here. It's like in video games where they start with beast weapons. So what, like, I was always meant to have 10. Then you chemically... Can you draw your path across the map until finally ending somewhere? We could find out. Seems like it. Yep. We could fucking draw ourselves going across the entire, even off of the map. If we really wanted to. Oh man, well this is a stupid idea. But there you go. Your curiosity has been sated. I'm not gonna do that. An hour passes. Yeah, no shit. It took us an hour to get here because we fucking went that way. And you crest a small hillock, from the top of which you can see the path continuing downwards into a small settlement of huts. This must be Kentopani. Let's look at the village. You know what you need to do? Just make a detour to the final area. Well, but there's only things that we can only... From this distance, it is hard to make out much about the town, except that it must be desperately poor. The fields on either side are brown with caked mud, and the few penned animals are thin. I've wizened like thirsty vine. Wizened? Okay, like thirsty vines. No wonder the Sight Master Warriors don't trouble themselves to protect this place. There's nothing here to protect. So we've got down here is go around the village, or why wouldn't we go in the village? So KHD is saying just go to the end. Just be like, go up here, and dick around here, and come down. Come back around here, like this, maybe. And come up here, and come down here. Come here, and come here. Do like a zigzag. Like this. Up here. In here. Then here. In here. Then here. Then up here. Down here. Up here. And down here. I have to do a pee break right now, actually. That's why I'm doing this. You figured me out. Can you go off of the map? We tried that. You can go, like, up to there. You can't go completely off the map now. Hey, come here. Throsh saw through my clever scheme. Yeah, you did. Alright, guys, here's the plan. We're gonna have a race. I'm gonna go pee. Here, I'm gonna give myself some extra time. This is... You guys get to explore the map. Oh, no! Oh, fuck! Alright, do it again. Look what you did. Look what you made me do. New pattern. Yeah, beware of the fucking retard dog, I know. Okay, we're doing a different pattern this time, guys. Fine. Oh, wow, that... Okay. It's interesting how it, like... Making like a little turd there. It's pretty good, right? You don't like the new pattern? I don't really give a shit. I'm done here. Look, we're going all the way down to the bottom. Do like zigzags here. This will be fun. This is like the best part of the roller coaster right now. Are the zigzags. Oh my god. Doesn't... I don't know what I did there, but it didn't like it. Let's try the zigzags again. Team old pattern. I can't make the old pattern again. I don't remember what the fuck it was. I'll try to make like a nut sack and then a furnace here. There we go. Look, now does that make you guys happy? There's like a makeshift penis in there. That should make you guys happy. Alright, here it goes. Here we go. So I'm going to see if I can pee and come back before you guys get through this pattern. You ready? Go. Oh, it was easy. That was so easy. There better not be piss dribbles when I get up there. Hashtag team piss dribbles. If there are piss dribbles, it was in vain because goddamn, I beat the shit out of you guys. Like you guys chose this fucking path. Fuck, now I have to sit here and wait. God damn it. Alright, well, I got water to drink. Whatever. Got a crow on the top right. That's pretty good, instead of a panther. I'm not sure what determines, like, why it fucks up when you're, like, dragging this around. Don't drink water, it makes you piss. That is true. Here's our wonderful zigzag area. Pretty good. Well, I've really made a shit of this fucking game already, haven't I? We're almost there, I think. Maybe. Ah, there we are! We made it. Of course, if you cannot handle a town like Katapani, then you could not hope to survive in Kakaband. Kakaband proper. You follow the path down into town. The road huts are made of hard-baked bright clay, and the roofs are thinly thatched. As you pass, eyes appear in dark doorways, tracking your every move. For a moment, you think they will allow you to pass unchallenged, but then a villager appears from one of the dwellings and blocks your paths. Okay, let's look at him. He's 5 feet tall. They cannot grow much taller out here in this poisonous air. He has thick-set arms and thighs, and is half-clothed in tattered breeches. His eyes are wild, and his long red hair and beard stand out from his face in a wiry tank. So he's like a dwarf, kind of. "Halt, stranger!" he commands. "What business do you have in Katapani?" I want to buy equipment. Oh no! Shit, I clicked on the wrong thing. Well, I'm merely passing through, you reply calmly. There is no need to be concerned. But the villager is not content. "Passing through to where?" he replies, wild eyes gleaming. "There's nothing out here, but ain't all the man's you want to see." I'm on my way to Kare. You say? I have never traveled this road before. "I have myself never left this village." Is this the kind of English you learned, KTD, by the way? I'm trying to do, like, the British English that you possibly learned. Just trying to figure that out. The man declares replied, "Hello, I can't tell you a tip pot here, but my voice not free, and my on you for a good bit of tip what I know." So we can give a gold, but we have 20 gold. Alright, fine, sure. Yes, just like that, with that exact voice. "I'll pay your fee," you reply, handing over the coin. The man takes your money gratefully, and with a nod he hides it away in the pouch of his waist. "I'm glad to help you, trader," he says. "Know what beyond Katapani? There are two ways. The low path leads through the Burn Elven, and let your rail elven ways if I must magical. Yeah, better avoid it. The highway," he gestures upwards with a hand, "or let you in the hill past the Sklackner mines. Lots of treasure there, they say, but you must keep your head if you that path." And he laughs. Why do you laugh? "There's something you're not telling me." The man doesn't reply, and then to draw a figure slowly across his throat. "Tell me what you mean." The man stares with his wide eyes and shakes his head quickly, whispers, "I would curse myself if I did." Move on. I don't want to, like, fucking start fights already. Right? So, let's move on. You wave away his superstition with a gesture. "No matter, then. Continue. What next?" He's clearly grateful. "And he answers. "You'll be there or dirty. Few houses here in the shut morning hills. Welcome, strangers. But in end, you can find at least food and cold shelter. And beware black lotus on your travels, sweet aromas deadly." Thank you. You reply with a bow, the man doesn't return. Ask about places to buy equipment. One last thing, is there somewhere I could trade? I need equipment for my journey. He grunts. But you can see that he is pleased. With a motion, he encourages you to follow, taking you through the village to a large hut. Oh my god, I gotta drink water after that. Fuck. My throat is so fucked right now. Okay. Inside, you find the building is a storage house. The quartermaster, somewhat plumper than your guide, is seated at a table. Stride over to him. Yeah, let's have some confidence. You stride across the room and put out your hand for the fat man shake. Greetings, I'm here to trade, you declare. You a merchant? I hear this village is excellent wares. The man looks at you, but quickly to his feet. Good day to you. Sit, I'll show you what I have. Sit down. He quickly hustles the villager out of his door as you sit. The man wags a finger. Wait here! He disappears for a moment into the side room. We can search the room while we're here, yeah. While the man's out of sight, you quickly rifle through nearby shelves but find nothing except for a small vial of potion. Take it. You pick up the vial. It's quite full and stopped by an old cork. But there's no label to indicate what it might be. Smell it. Oh my god, look at all this shit. You slip back the stopper and take a cautious sniff. The smell is truly appalling. You seal it up again. Blimberry, but what could be used for? The merchant returns carrying a large box. For you, he declares, moving his hands this week. You've come to the right place. This collection, I'm not doing the voices anymore. My throat's so fucked. Yeah, there's been a lot of inbred yelling, unintelligible screeching, and throat fucking so far. And considering I have to just read a lot in this, I probably shouldn't do that. This collection, the very best, are most strange, interesting artifacts. Ahem. Collected from our travelers who have come this way. He begins to lay the items in front of you, treating each with good care. You have 19 gold pieces to spend, but is there anything you want to buy? He's got a pipe, a weapon, a leather bag, and a jewel. I mean, I think a weapon would be nice. We're going to probably get into a lot of fights. Let's get a weapon. What weapons do you have? The merchant looks at you carefully. Sizing up what kind of customer you are. The kind to place a newly bought dagger against his neck, or the kind to tip him for the quality of the blade. But he must see your honor shining through as he wags his finger once more and he collects an axe and a fine broadsword from another corner of the shop. These are both treasures with deadly weapons of war. I'm sure you'll agree. Look, I'm not an axe man, so let's go with the broadsword. You lift the broadsword. It has a ready weight, and the cutting edge is sharp. It's clearly been honed by a master craftsman. An exquisite blade, don't you think? The merchant grabs only 7 gold pieces. Sure, shall be mine. You reply, nodding once. The merchant reaches over, and you place 7 gold pieces in your palm. Please, the merchant says, something else today. You still have 12 gold pieces to spend. Alright, what's with the pipe? You pick up the and put up a table, carved with a split reed and 6 finger holes. What use is this? Are you selling off your infant toys? 3 gold pieces, merchant. I can't promise that it has any magic, but it may as well cheer you up in the night. See, I feel like there's a baboon up here, but I feel like I didn't look and see all the items that were needed in the spell book, and I probably should have. Because I bet you this pipe is one of them. One of the spells needed, I think, says KTD. Alright, sure, we'll pay 3 gold for it. You hand over 3 gold pieces, he thanks you with a nod. You place the pipe in your bag. Very good, the merchant says, patting his money pouch. You're a man of good judgment, I see that. What else? What's with this leather bag? You lift the bag for the table. And its contents rattle. Teeth! Oh, we needed teeth for something. The merchant replies, showing finest creature. What kind of creature? Yeah. Goblins! Giants or mole rats? All sorts, the merchant replies. I couldn't tell you myself. I'm no expert. But there's 10 or 12 in there. For 3 gold pieces, well, that's a good price. I won't buy teeth without seeing them. You won't buy them. Then you won't buy them, merchant replies, taking the bag back and placing it under his counter. Unless... Oh, man. So we could either summon a goblin or a giant with these teeth. Sounds like that's gonna be useful at some point. Fine. It's a good price. I'll take it. You hand over 3 gold coins and take a bag of teeth. Please, the merchant waves a hand. Keep looking. Take your time. What about the jewel? You reach 10. We can't afford it. You reach a large jewel in the center of the box. It stays in your hand. Please, he says. It is too valuable to allow you to handle. 10 gold pieces. Look closer at the jewel. You lower your eye to the table and peer more closely at the gem. It is clear, glassy, and the surface seems to be slightly sweating. Dragon's tears, merchant says. You have never heard of such a thing before. Don't buy it, because I don't have any money. No, I will not take it. The merchant nods. Very wise, I'm sure, he replies, and then puts the jewel carefully away. The merchant nods and then begins to pack his box away once more. I must save something for my next customer, he replies with a smile, but perhaps you'll return this way, and it will be you. You get to your feet, and you take your leave of the merchant. Just outside the doorway is Sunshine. You pause to examine what you've acquired. Let's swing the broadsword. You swing the broadsword left and right. It's a fine weapon indeed. It will make more powerful in battle, and you are pleased at the bargain you struck. Okay, let's look at the bag of teeth. You open the drawstring and sift through the contents. It is quite an assortment. There are 3 teeth from an ape, 4 from a goblin, 2 from a snatacat, and a large molar from a giant that is the size of a ripe plum. Alright, let's play the pipe. You pause the pipe. You bought a quick merry play, but you learned nothing new about it. Okay, let's move out of the village. You head out of Cantapani and along the path into the Shantamani Hills. Okay. Well, first though, let's look at our spell book. I want to see all the shit we need. So, holy water, crystal orb, green ring, green-haired wig, a green-haired wig again, bracelet of bone, a sun jewel, a pearl ring, a jewel-studded medallion, a brass pendulum, an oak sapling, a gale horn, a yellow powder, stone dust, fire water, a gold-backed mirror, jewel of gold, black face mask, skull cap, nose plugs, sand, pebble, medicinal potion, which I guess we have. Oh, because we picked it up. We stole that potion from him. Okay. Violet glue. We got the giant's tooth. Goblin's tooth. Bamboo flute we've got. So we could cast these. We could like summon a bunch of goblins. We could summon a giant. We can make people dance. That's good. And everything else we've got. It's okay. So those are all the items, so keep those in mind. Alright, let's head on. Is everyone enjoying this, by the way? Are you guys having an okay time with this? Or are you guys already bored? And tired of me reading? I just want to know what's up with you guys. Striding past the outlying huts, you send the villagers rushing indoors to hide. Then, at the edge of town, you pass a large boulder. And at once, 2 rough-cut villagers spring out with swords drawn. Bandits! 2 against 1. The first declares, "You're lost," calls the other. So hand over your things. Come on. I mean, I'm not going to hand over my bag. Let's reason with them. For now. Good time is being had. Okay, look, he's having a good time. I don't want any trouble, you declare. The first bandit edges forward, sort of tickling your chest. Running you through, no trouble at all, the pack. Oh, I'm going to defend myself. I can't cast a spell, though, for some reason. Oh, I can right here. You turn up the throat fucking a little. Oh, no. The throat has been fucked thoroughly. You draw yourself to your full height. You have mistaken me for someone else, you declare. I would like to give you a moment to reconsider before I kill you because I will kill you if I have to. The bandits growl and advance on you. 1 on either hand. Well, let's fuck it. Let's cast a spell. Let's do Let's just come and summon some goblins, right? Let's use some of those teeth. Because how useful will goblins be later on, right? Gob. Oh, I can't... Oh, what? What is this about? Oh, whoops. What? Oh, I can make him dance, though, with Jig. Look, we'll make him dance. I hope it doesn't use up the bamboo flute, though. You pull the bamboo flute from your bag, raise the spell, and begin to play a merry tune. The angry faces of the bandits turn to expressions of astonishment as they find their limbs jerking in time to the music, quite out of control. Their swords fly from their hands. They are soon dancing merrily around you. Lead them to the nearest pit in the ground, or lead them back to the village. So I guess I could lead them back to the village and they'll be arrested or whatever, or I could just lead them to a pit and they'll die. The music used in the credits inventory is Fantasia on a theme by Thomas Tallis. Okay. Why the fuck would you know that? Well, I don't know. I guess you would know that, Space Tomato, because you're just a dingus. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to have them arrested or just lead them into a pit and where they die? The two of you that are paying attention enough to let me know how, if you're enjoying this or not. I bet one is a trap. Let the villagers scream them up. Alright, fine. Piping loudly, you direct them back to the village, and, as they dance away, you continue your journey. About half an hour later, you reach the start of the climb into the hills proper and continue upwards. What? I guess they just kind of went that way. Okay, whatever. So let's see, do we still have the bamboo pipe? Magical items. Yeah, we still have it. So we could use it anytime we want. Cool. I imagine the teeth get used up. Since there's like 4 of them, you know? But I'm guessing this flute is I can use it as many times as I want. And we didn't lose any stamina casting it, so that's awesome. We're gonna make everyone dance, I think, is what we're gonna do. Climb into the hills. Leaving Ketapeni behind marks the true start of the wilderness. Beyond that tiny outpost, there are scattered homesteads in Kare, a thriving city port. But all are touched by cruelty, isolation, and fear. The Backlands and a long shadow cast by Mampang Fortress darken everything. Rather, anytime the game lets you. Yeah. You are now a bard. Ugh, that's the worst too. Sure, let's have some reflection. And with the crown gone. And with the crown stolen, things can only grow worse. In the long years since Chanalana, or whatever, the Reformer founded the Alliance, the crown has been passed from kingdom to kingdom every 4 years, ensuring each one has its turn to lead. Okay, so it's like the presidency, but no more. Rattlestone. Why? But why? Like, if it was just tradition to have like this crown passed on and the crown was stolen, why not just be like, okay, we're still gonna do the 4-year thing, guys? Like, just because a crown doesn't exist anymore doesn't mean we can't keep this whole like peace and prosperity thing going. No, it has to be the crown. Like, what the hell? Fucking stupid is that? Rattlestone, Lendolind, Galantaria, and Bryce all have enjoyed this power, but not Analand. But when the crown came to Analand, it was stolen by Birdman. Oh, fucking Birdman. From Zaman, and carried off to Mampang. With the crown, the Archmage will be unstoppably powerful. Without the crown, the Dragonfires aren't lit. Fucking Oblivion. I bet the reason you cannot summon goblins is because the book didn't have that option. What? Why not? Why wouldn't I have had that option? Like, we didn't learn Jig. We just knew it because it was in the book. Oh, you mean like not the spell book, but the book this is based off of. I guess that makes sense. Depends on the stars. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I get what you're saying, KTD. There's no chance of sending an army against him. A military force would not survive the journey. So here you are, a lone hero walking along the path to Mampang alone. I mean, you know, they'll see an army coming, but one dude they won't see coming. You know, I could, like, talk my way in there, jig my way up there. 5 minutes later, you reach the fork in a road. This is the villager described, so your coins are not wasted. Oh, shit! Which way did he tell us? Hopefully, fork in the road. I don't remember what he told us anymore. The road spits. Oh, shit. The road splits around the base of a gigantic tree. The mines are the better one, right? A gigantic tree, but he's not rejoining the other side. The left path winds down the valley, and the right rises the slope to the thick forest and the hills. Let's look to the right. It's hard to see much further uphill. The forest is sudden and thick, and the path is narrow. It may be hard going in that direction, but the hills will involve a lot of climbing eventually, and you may get a decent view of the next leg from the top of the ridge. Is there a journal option to go back? I don't know. I could probably. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I think this will take us out of this, so we'll look at this in a minute. You pause to consider the lower route. There's a river there, and the path follows the left bank. It is a safer route, secluded and protected, but the curve of the landscape would mean that you're almost backtracking. You're about to make your choice when you hear a faint cry from somewhere close at hand, so we can ignore it. We could think it's a trap. Yeah, there was how and stuff, but the guy told us already. Like, we've already paid gold for the dude to tell us. I just gotta remember what the fuck he told us. Let's look around. You look around, and finally, up in the branch of the tree, a pair of wizened, calloused feet are dangling down over your head, about to drop on you, perhaps. Who's there? You call. Oh, God. The voice cries again. A little more boldly this time. Up here! Help! Help! This is actually a Cockney. I can't get down! There's the voice of a feeble, wiry old man. Why the fuck is an old man up there? Stepping back a little, you can see him clearly, as thin as sticks, and dressed in dirt rags. What are you hiding from? How the old man got up the tree is a puzzle. He must have been escaping someone fearsome to climb so high. What are you hiding from, you cry. Damned Elvins, he replies. I were traveling from Dumpus to the outpost settlement in Analand, but I were waylaid by Elvins, robbed me blind, and all but took me eyes, and left me up the tree. Yeah, this should have been took me eyes, not took my eyes. I kept, if we want true Cockney, I kept getting older, you see. We all do, but all the worse than others. Climbed up, and now I'm too afraid to get down. Too old to get down. Alright, we'll help him. Swinging yourself onto the lowest branch of the tree, you reach up and grab the old man by the waist. He was as light as a leaf, and within a moment you have lifted him to the ground. Thanks for that, he remarks, brushing himself down, almost knocking himself over in the process. Oh, it was starting to get a bit, perturbed. But I'm safe now. He seems remarkably confident, considering that the slightest stumble might break him into bits. What will you do now? You ask. Keep going for Analand, he says. I know it's probably like Analand, but I'm gonna keep calling it Analand because I'm a fucking 12-year-old, apparently. That's where I set off from. While back now. You won't believe the story I told you. Suffice to say, this might be the other dude. This might be the other champion. Remember they said, the champion transformed and he, fucking set off from Anal Land or whatever? Anal and, yeah. It's anal and what? Suffice to say, though, if I knew my eyes to eyes, you're heading out to Mampang and you better be smarter than I was. Yeah, see, I think this guy's the champion. He presses a page into your hand. It is a page torn from a spellbook. This might be of some use for you. I found this. I just found it in mine. Don't go asking how, but it's no good to me anymore. All right, we'll take it. Let's look at it first. You look at the page over suspiciously. It looks like the half of a spell, CA. Might have been used for pest repulsion, but is unworkable in its current state. Oh, we'll keep it. You take the page and thank him. The man falls quietly and squats down on the ground. With his jabbering done, you hear a buzzing sound from up high in the tree. A beehive! Oh, yes, we could get beeswax. Climb up and investigate. Leaving the old man sighing with gratitude on the ground, you climb up through the branches in a tall tree. Continue. Good, we can find the beehive. So what are we going to check? We're going to check our... If there's a journal? I think there is. I don't think we can, go back and read what we've done. We just have to remember. But the mines were the thing that he was talking about that was the safer route. Like, this was actually, even though this said this was safer, the dude told us that this route was actually not safer. So, into the forest, I guess, is where we want to go. Also, 2 runes out of 3 is not a half. That's true, it's 2/3. What's the big central button? Oh, that, scroll left and right to review your story so far. Oh, fuck. There you go. Wait, what? Oh, this just shows me, like, where I've been, but it doesn't... Oh, let's just... I'm guessing that that is, like, usually a rewind, so I'm guessing that lets us go back. So if we make a really stupid fucking decision, we can rewind, but I don't know that we will. I think I should just live with whatever mistakes I make. Like going in and fucking with bees. The beehive hangs like a ripe fruit from the very highest branch. A huge number of bees dance in and out in a swarm. Can we make the... Do you think we can make the bees dance? You get balanced enough for your hands for a spell. Let's cast a spell. Does it show you crazy path? It doesn't look like it. It just shows like things. Okay. Oh fuck, we got Z. Oh, so we could... Oh, we could Zed it! Oh, no, Zen. Oh, Zen though! Zen was to make the... Maybe we can like... Oh, that's just a hover. Never mind. So we could zap them. What's B? Okay, make yourself as big. That's kind of useless. We could... Dawes, apparently. Oops. Should have fucked it. Oh my god, why can't I hit... What's Dawes do again? Slowness. So we can make the bees slow, I guess? Yeah, let's do that. Let's make the bees slow so we can get their beeswax, and they won't sting us. You cast a spell of the bees, slowing their buzzing wings. The effect is unexpected. The bees begin to fall out of the sky. It seems without buzzing at high speed, they cannot stay afloat. The spell is also... We are now down to 9 stamina. The spell has also affected the old man. He begins to snore right where he is. When the swarm is clearly able to climb the tree and open the hive, removing a succulent honeycomb and a nice ball of beeswax. You stash your finds in your pack. The light is fading. It is time to move on. Oh! The man cries suddenly and waking up once more. Do you want to hear me riddle? I heard it from the Elvins. Sure. You gesture with a hand for him to speak. Oh, fuck. See him through. He sees you not. A stinging beast in a box not left. To guard a key, it is a lot. To goal a witch of luck bereft. You thank him. You nod once more, and turn your attention to the path ahead. So we didn't have to solve the riddle. We just were given a riddle. Elvis impersonators, not elves. Oh, maybe. Interesting. Continue. Oh, I like looking. Listen, you can hear. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's like. Yeah, you can probably hear it now. The sound of like bees buzzing and shit. Let's go on the high path because I think that's what we were told to do. So let's do that. The high route seems most secure. In a valley, you can easily be easily observed from above and led astray. But out in the hills, you can go whichever way you choose. Of course, when night falls, it may be cold and exposed up in the slopes, but no matter. This journey was never destined to be easy. You begin the climb, letting the old man's jabbering fade quickly away. The path winds upwards into the hills and into the cover of the wood. The afternoon sun glints through the trees and plays tricks on your eyes. Every so often, you catch a glimpse of some strange-shaped animal or other watching you, only to find that it is a silhouette of branches and leaves caught in an odd angle. After an hour's walk, you are starting to feel hungry. So we can stop and eat a ration, but I don't think I don't know how... Oh, we have 3 now. I thought we only had 2. We must have got one from someone. Or just started with 1. The thing is, I'm assuming rations... fill back your stamina, and we've only used 1 stamina, so I don't feel like wasting a ration. So let's just walking. You ignore the rumblings of your belly and keep your pace. The climb continues, with the path twisting this way and that. The air grows cold and the sun flickers on the horizon, then sets, making it hard to see your way. But the moon is full, and the twilight is done. Wait, what? And when twilight is done, it will be bright once more. Okay. So we can make camp or keep walking. I feel like the smart move is to make camp, but we could get attacked in camp. But it's starting to get nighttime, so we probably shouldn't keep walking because we could get attacked. We're about to head into the fucking forest. I think you've been told that eating more than needed restores stamina. Oh, so we just have to eat. We might have to just to eat. Alright, let's make camp then. But to tire yourself out in the first day would be inauspicious. You settle down to make camp for the night in a natural shelter provided by the roots of 3 gigantic intertwined trees. Your backpack will serve for a pillow and your cloak for a blanket. Before settling asleep, you check through your pack. You have 3 rations left. Alright, let's eat. See, look, it restores stamina, though. You take the sugary honeycomb. Oh, that was the honeycomb. So what we just grabbed was that was the ration. Honeycomb from your backpack and ate it gratefully. That done, you settle down to rest. The moon is full, but see, I imagine like if you don't eat, it'll be like, oh, you're dead, or oh, you lost 5 stamina, or some shit. That done, you settle down to rest. The moon is full and high in the sky when you next open your eyes. You feel warm and more cozy than you did before, as if wrapped in a gigantic blanket. There's a pain in your leg. Uh-oh. What is this? Slowly, you realize what is happening. A giant bat has settled on your chest and is feeding on your leg. Shit. Let's fight it. Oh, I didn't mean to cast a spell. Shit. Let's make it dance. Can we do jig? J. Nope. We can do law, but J, I, G. Let's make it dance. Jig. You raise the spell and play a sweet tune on the bamboo pipe. The bat begins to hop absurdly from foot to foot, sprinting around and holding out its wings. You entertain yourself with the thing for a few minutes, then grab it in one hand and lob it away into the trees, where it takes flight, not to return. You smile at yourself, you settle back down. We're just gonna make everything dance. Anytime that we have a problem and we can use jig, we're just gonna fucking make everything dance. We're gonna use the fucking pipe, and we're just gonna be like, time to dance, asshole, get out of here. Sleep. Oh, we got 12 stamina now. Once again, the crown fills your dreams. It's the Bard run. Only now, instead of being hidden away in Mampang Fortress by the Archmage, you see it on the... What's funny, it's the Bard run, and fucking Draz has disappeared. You see it on the head, the burly villager of Cantapani. Anyone can wear the crown, he declares to you, but wearing the crown, you are no longer just anyone. And then he points a finger at what seems to crackle with energy, and you find yourself drawn towards him, commanded to do his bidding. Suddenly, you are surrounded by angry bees! The new broadsword in your hands is growing heavier and heavier. You are walking towards a crack in the ground. It seems sure to swallow you whole. You stumble at its edge, about to fall. Continue. Okay, well, we had a weird dream, but we'll go the next morning now. The second day of your journey begins in the morning cool. Still halfway between sleeping and waking, you feel the presence of your spirit, the ape, close nearby. Its form has changed since you left Anal Land, just as you have changed, but it is still walking beside you. In the temple, they taught you that prayer to your spirit can heal disease, lift curses, even save you from certain death. But the spirits are not generous and will decline you to help often. You can ask spirits' aid by using the pray button. I'm guessing that's this, because it's the ape, right? But it sounds like it doesn't work most of the time. Okay, walk on. You feel yourself getting accustomed to the fetid air of these hills. You have now ascended several hundred feet and can expect to make excellent progress before the end of the day. As you crest the brow of a hill, you see something that makes you stop in your tracks. To your left is a clearing, and in the clearing are several poles planted firmly in the ground. And atop each pole is a head. Let's look at them. The heads are all kinds of ages. Some are recently fixed, and while others have decayed, and some are nothing but skulls and hair. There are human heads, goblin heads, and one or two heads of creatures you do not recognize. All have sewn up eyes and mouths. Ooh. A large X painted on the rock nearby is obviously intended as a warning not to venture any further. But ahead, the road forks left and right, and you cannot be sure which path you are warned not to take. The right-hand path continues to climb, and the left-hand path continues wide downhill. Well, now we can do what? We can cast a spell. Right? Wait, how do we... It's what, isn't it? W-A-T. Oops. No? Z. These are... Oh, no, they're not. I thought they were in alphabetical order. They're not, though. Never mind. How? Cast Jig. How do I cast a spell? Here. Doesn't let me cast a spell. Okay. Well, what's the fucking point of having that spell if you can't fucking cast it to find out? This is the fork in the road. Phrase bottom right. Ape, a strong beast, intelligent and prudent, who takes great pride in acting faithfully, to be depended upon. There's no aid in the spirit might give you now, so no. Can't do anything with the ape right now. So we just have to pick one. Either we climb up towards the... I feel like we want to go to the mines to get some treasure, right? Let's do it. The climb continues up, like for several hours. Wow. Until you are not far from the top. Then the faint sound of bustling activity reaches you. Trampling feet, grumbling voices, and the clanking of metal against rock. There's something ahead, hidden by the ancient trees and slopes. Ooh, follow sound. You leave the path and continue through the woods. Uh-oh. A short distance onward, you hide behind a tree and survey the clearing. A number of goblins are in the clearing, working at the mouth of an open cave. They trudge in and out of the opening, carrying large bowls in their arms, piled with glistening rocks and dull metallic nuggets. You can watch them work, leave it to it, or make a break for the cave entrance. I feel like this is just going to cause us issues, making a break for it. Spellbook if it's glowing. I tried to click on all sorts of shit, just turn the pages. Let's watch them for a little bit. You stay hidden, getting a sense of the scaly operation. There are at least 30 goblins inside the cave, each coming out every few... We can just make them dance. We'll just make them jig, right? Every few minutes or so with a new pail of stones. There are other goblins working in the clearing with hammers, smashing rocks into small pieces, extracting metals from the inside, loading them into carts, and finally pushing the carts away down a wide track in between the trees. It is quite some operation, but not without its weaknesses. There are too many goblins to create any kind of distraction, but they move away into the trees fairly often, and sometimes the cave is left unguarded. Alright, let's try to slip inside the cave. You creep closer, moving around the side of the hill, nearer to the entrance of the cave. When all is quiet, you seize your chance and race along the clearing into the mouth of the cave. Okay, so we'll, do this. Look, we'll pretend that was what we were doing. We'll drop in from above. You pause a moment at the cave mouth, but no one sees you. Following the passage cautiously, you move between the cool rock walls of the mine, passing and ignoring ladders that lead down into the clambering heart of the mine, where 100 goblins sing as they work. Eventually, you reach a junction. Go right or go left? Again, we can't actually use, was it? How? Like, why have this? Okay. Right or left, guys? What do you think? Look how much shit is left, dude. We've spent, well over What? We're almost at 2 hours on this fucking game? And we've only done this? Look at all this shit. This is the first game. There's 4 goddamn games. You say left? Hunter Walker? Left? Alright, everyone's saying left. Everyone, I mean 2 people. You take the left passage. The passageway continues until you reach a large stone cut door, blocking your way forward. Heroes always go left. Okay. Alright, let's try the door handle. It's probably trapped though, right? You try the door. It uh-oh. We're gonna make him jig. It opens. The room beyond is dirty with soot from the mines, so it could almost be a pit filled with the night itself. The crystals in the rock for stars. With crystals in the rock for stars. In the far wall, you can make out another door leading deeper into the mine. In the middle of the room is a table. A large, filthy goblin is sitting. He raises his head to you as you enter and smells the air. Perhaps he is almost blind from being so long underground. You smell strange, intruder, he challenges. You are not permitted here. We'll say we're a friend. I'm a friend. You're a what? You are now. I'm not. The goblin rises to his feet, and in his hand he holds a large stone club. Make him dance. We're gonna use this Oh, we can't! There's no J. So, there's Z, so we could probably zap him. What's R? Raz. I don't remember what Raz does. What does Raz do? Oh, shit. Let me look. Do we even have Raz? I remember seeing it. Raz. Beeswax. So we can... Oh, yeah, we could. We could make our sword stronger. We probably should do that, right? Or does it use it up, I wonder? It might use it up. I don't know if we want to use it up on this guy. What's T do? T... Tell. Shit, now I gotta go fucking look that up. I can't remember any of these spells. Tell. I wish these were in alphabetical order, though. No? Did I miss it? Tell. Oh, we don't have the skull cap. Oh, excuse me. Sorcery spellbook. Oh. Nice. Thank you, Katie. Okay. Cast a spell. So we could zap him too, right? So we could fry his ass. But I don't want to use 3 stamina. We might not even lose 3 stamina in a fight with him. Oh, wait. So there's L. Oh my god, why do I keep doing that? No. Stop. So Z and R. T. That's tell. We've got zap. Raz. Let's just fight him. Engage him. The monster lumbers forward. If he's lumbering forward, I imagine he's gonna do a strong attack, right? So defend. Yeah, there we go. So there's 1. The goblin beats its club with into an open palm and paces towards you. You raise your sword to cover your body. He throws his club at full force towards your skull. You're mostly unhurt. He raises his club again defensively, so let's just like barely touch him. Just jab him a little bit. Stealing your courage, you move in, aiming to trap the goblin against the cave wall, teasing him with a passing blow, wearing him down. He flicks your sword neatly away with his club, with only light injury. He is left breathless, but otherwise unharmed. His narrow eyes are watching you closely, not wanting to take a risk. So he's going to probably attack, but not hard. So let's go like 3.8. There we go. You strike once more, moving swiftly. You aim for his heart. The goblin deflects it as well as he can. He staggers against the cave wall. He growls at you, so he's probably going to come in hard. So let's defend again. Aha! You drop down, protect yourself. Just in time, the goblin raises his club above his head and attempts to crush you in a single blow. You are only just quick enough to avoid it. You are largely unscathed. He lifts his club across his body, so he's going to defend again. So let's going to do like a little tiny Tiny bit. Taking a chance, you move forward, chasing him with a worrying cut. The goblin knocks your sword mostly away. The goblin staggers suddenly. You have hurt him more than perhaps you thought. He presses his club across his body again. Okay, cool. So just a little tiny bit. You can defend again. Doesn't look like a club. It's, well, I mean, anything's a club if you think about it. It's just a sharp club. You launch forward without a pause, punishing him with a passing blow, wearing him down. The goblin deflects your swing neatly with his club. The goblin's eyes are bloodshot, and he's groaning as he moved. His evil eyes follow your movements cautiously. So again, it sounds like he's gonna defend. Oh no, he didn't! Shit! Well, now we should have cast Zap. God damn it. Because we would have been... If we would have killed him with it, we would have been better off. Because now we've lost more stamina fighting him. You attempt an attack and suffer for it. The goblin swipes with you with a club. Your own weak thrust is knocked aside. You start backwards to the table. He flaps his jaw and he stamps his feet, so he's gonna go hard. So we're defend. Expecting a storm, you raise your guard. The goblin hefts his club high and to squish you. You are mostly in hut. Okay, so he's not gonna go hard after that, right? Let's go fucking crazy on him. There we go. Dead as shit. God, we've lost 5 stamina, though. Shameful. Readying yourself, you move in. Readying a forceful blow, you hurtle forwards. When the goblin stumbles, you have him. Your sword pierces right through his neck, and the club drops to the floor. So we can try again. You can just go full force. His maximum is lower, and only 1 stamina, so it's a guaranteed kill. Oh, I guess that's true. So we could try again and see if we do better than that. Because that was shit. Let's try again. Okay. Lumbers, so we're going to defend. Oh, we both defend. What? He raises defensively, so let's do a little jab. Stomps on the ground. So we could just go, like... crazy, because he's gonna go crazy, but we could fucking really get him. The problem, let's go hard again. Oh, he just had us, so there's 3. Across his body, so he's defending. We'll jab him a little. Oh, here we go. Goblin knocks swing. Goblin's eyes are bloodshot, and he's groaning as he moves. Pushing for advantage, he paused the dust with 1 heel, preparing to swing, so defend. Yeah. That didn't really do us much better. Okay, so we'll just go crazy now. 4 stamina, we did better this time. We'll try one more time. We'll go with whatever we get here. Lumbers forward. So we could go, like, full out the first time, because there's no way that he can go higher than 8 or whatever. Oh, he defended, though. That was stupid. Cross his body defensively. Okay, so we'll jab him. That gave us a little bit back. Cross his body. Again. He's defending a lot. He lunges forward, but we can fuck him with this. 3. We got him! Didn't even get hurt! There we go. Flawless fighting. You're ready to force a blow. Hurry forward. The goblin stumbles. You have him. Your sword pierces his neck. No stamina lost. Flawless fighting. Aha. So that's the key. Just fucking try over and over again until you win. Search this room first. Before you move on, a goblin to TV, there's nothing stop you moving further into the mine. Before you move on, you quickly scour the corners of the dark room in case there's any gold or weapons lying around. You find nothing until you search the goblin himself. He's wearing a silver key on a chain around his neck. You lift it away. Okay, let's go onward. Time to see what more this mine has to offer. Okay, further into the mine. Offer allows retrying if you die. Well, maybe. Or if that's the risk. Oh, that could be the risk. You're right. Maybe you die. And I don't know if this is roguelike. Like, if you die... Because we saw that there's a rewind thing. So I wonder if you die, it sends you... It's like, okay, start the story over again. Or if it's like, okay, you can rewind to previously in the story. Because you can rewind anytime you want, it seems like. So why wouldn't they let you do it then? You know? You open the door onto a pitch black passageway. So there is a light spell, but I don't think we have what we need for it. Let me see. I'm looking right now. Pick for magic, cause you to float on the ground. That makes it dark. Breaks out enemy, kin, replica, sun. Oh, we need a sun jewel though. Damn it. Okay, so we can't do it. Alright. Oh, let me do that. Well, let's just go through the darkness then. You push on into the depths of the mine. Dust falls from the low ceiling. Your hand moves over. Typo. You hand moves over the precarious wood beams that hold the walls from tumbling in. When you stumble, foot catching a support. Then you stumble, foot catching a support. Oh my god, getting worse. The support cracks. A piece of rock the size of your head tumbles through a gap in the ceiling, narrowly missing your skull. A rain of stone and dust follows. The ceiling is coming apart. Push on. You are gripped by an insane idea, racing into the darkness of an unknown mine as the only exit is sealed off behind you. Do it! The crashing shaft behind you lends you speed. Then suddenly you gasp as your foot fails to touch the ground below. I'm falling! You begin to drop. There can only be moments. So again, there's a spell, but I think it requires an item. I think it requires an item. I don't think we can use it. It's like fall. I don't know, it just costs 1 hit point. Yeah, we're gonna cast that. We're definitely gonna cast that. Because I think 1 hit point's gonna be better than... We're gonna lose at least 1 hit point, right? But from falling. So you may as well cast it at this point. You cast a spell and you fall as broken instantly. You float gently to the ground, landing softly on your knees. Good deal. Base of the pit. You pick yourself up and look around. You're at the base of a deep shaft. It's hard to be sure how far you've fallen, but the top is lost in darkness. But the top is lost. Is darkness. Probably meant to be in darkness. Still, it's not pitch black down here. A chink of light penetrates from somewhere far away. A crack nearby. Or a tunnel mouth a long way off. You cannot tell. God, man. Start walking. Calmly and without delay, you start to walk towards the point of light. It gets larger, but slowly, and your hopes lift with every step. It's definitely a way out. You can see sky beyond. Your hands are running along the tunnel walls to keep you straight. Then the ceiling comes down. You crawl for a few feet. Then you freeze. Your hand is resting on something furry. Let's pull back. You pull back for a moment to see the furry shape. If the furry shape will move, but it stays still. Asleep or dead? At any rate, you cannot turn around and go the other way. There's no other way to go. Let's creep past. Should we investigate it? Maybe we'll find a pet. Let's investigate it. You reach out. You reach out with a thinking that whatever it is at least small. Your grip closes on the thing. It's not warm. That's a good sign. And it squishes easily, as if the bones have been turned into jelly. You pull it closer to yourself, and you realize you're holding a pair of fur boots. You laugh with relief and quickly scramble to the rest of the way along the tunnel of sunlight. It's an opening. Climb out. The boots were the treasure, I guess. You climb out of the cave. It takes several hours, but it's worth every moment. You emerge to the cool, fresh air once more. You've escaped with your life. Taking a moment to examine the boots. You turn the boots over in your hands. You recognize the fur. It's boar skin. Maybe you're useful if you head through snowy climbs. Then it is time to get moving. You set off once more, looking for a path to get your bearings into the trees. Look, we got some new boots. Is there any snow even, though? I guess up here, maybe there might be some snow. Look at that, though. We went from... We like, booked it up here. That's pretty good. And then we've got further on. Do this one of these things. Oh!
Boner.
Thank you, some guy 420, for the dollar and your boner. I appreciate it. The path climbs again. Up a low hill, covering over with thick bushes and shrubs that snag at your clothing. Halfway up, you hear a sound. Twigs breaking. Let's freeze. Let's wait. Let's see what's going on. You freeze as oh no. As a large creature the size of a bear emerges directly in front of you. It has black and white fur and a long bushy tail that trails it behind. It growls menacingly. Fuck. Let's try to edge around it. Perhaps if you're careful, you can slip around it. Oh, fuck. Left. We always gotta go left. Leaving the main trail, you slip through the shrubs around the creature. Its patch is clearly the square of dirt through which the path leads. It watches you to ensure you don't come too close, but it doesn't attack. After a few minutes of this, you are on the other side and you're able to continue. The path leads down through another valley and back up the hill. 2 hours pass. Whew. Okay, so we didn't have to fight that thing. That's good. We went to the left. Look, we're about to make it to another town. The sun is now just past its zenith, and everywhere, a dusty heat rises from the baked earth. You begin to think about where you will stay for the night. Another night sleeping out in the open would be best avoided. But then you see a small village set into the hill. Oh.
I have a bigger boner than some guy 420.
Well, that's good. Thank you, some guy 520 for the dollar. And I mean, I can't prove that your boner is bigger than some guy 420's boner, but I'll have to take your word for it. So thank you very much for letting me know that. What we're doing in the village. Let's look at the village. Smoke rises from the stacks. This must be Christianani or whatever. The houses are well set with stone at their bases and thatched roofs of grasses and thick leaves. There is unusually more than just one street running through the center of town, but it is as though this place, once rich, has had its heart scooped away. Litter surrounds the buildings, and on the edge of the village are rows and rows of empty abandoned houses. You continue your slow trudge along the path. It's exactly 100 units bigger, I guess. Yeah, could be. Whatever 100 units is. Could be 100 centimeters, millimeters, decimeters. I don't know. Thule says not bigger than hers. 100 universal dick units. UDUs. Yeah, could be. Okay, so we could go around a bit. Why would we want to, like... Are some of these villages filled with cannibals or something? Like, this is a ruined village. I can see, like, maybe wanting to go around this in case it's fucked up. But, like, the normal villages? They're villages for a reason. I can't imagine they'll be filled with cannibals and shit. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab a drink and take a piss. I'll be right back. Once I come back, we'll check out what this village has to offer. But give me, like, 2 minutes. I'll be right back. They try to burn me like in Wicker Man. I never saw Wicker Man. I saw I saw clips of it, of the ridiculousness that there was, but we saw a trailer because we have Hulu and shit. We saw a trailer of another Nick Cage movie that came out where like the parents try to kill their kids or something. He will say yes to whatever, but I guess when you buy private islands, that's what happens. All right, let's enter the village. In this weird kidney-shaped path I made. All right. You walk into the village. Young hill dwellers pass you as you stare at your strange clothes. You nod back respectively. Let's look at the people. Their own attire is rough by comparison to your gear. They wear their hair long, but piled up on their heads. These people are ghastly poor. The village is like a ghost town here on the knife edge of the backlands. Mom and Dad. Okay. Hulu is down again? Oh, wow. What the fuck's going on, Hulu? Okay. So, we could go talk in the ale house or rest at the inn. Let's go to the ale house. Maybe we find some shit out. Oh, God. Look at these fucking ugly-ass people. Walking down the single road, you quickly find a hut with its front covering pulled wide open and the smell of brewed beer coming from inside. You go in. Several hill dwellers are here, talking gruffly. When you enter, they watch you with understandable caution. Okay. The owner of the hut comes over to you. Welcome to Cristani, he declares. What do you want? Jeez.
My dick brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right it's bigger than yours.
Thank you, some guy 69, for donating $4.20. Thank you very much. Oh, fuck's sake.
Please cast GRO on my tiny penis, my lord.
Thank you, some guy 120, for donating $1 and asking for me to cast Grow on his penis. I will, if I get the chance, I will do so. Though apparently, if we're going by the numbers, you should have a bigger penis than some guy 69. So, there you go. Thank you guys so much. Or guy. I'm assuming this might be the same fucking person, though. I don't know. Or maybe two people going back and forth. I don't know. Either way, I'm not going to complain. Thank you guys so much for your donations. Very appreciated. I appreciate it very much. What was I even doing? These people in the inn. That's right. So, let's greet them. Let's be nice. An evening's rest and a drink to wet my throat, you reply. Ale is 1 gold piece, he answers. Please sit. You go over to the table. Where the hill dwellers are. You can sit with the oldest or the youngest. Well, the oldest dude is gonna, he's gonna be the knowledgeable one. Right? You love the arms race of the some guys? Yeah, me too. The oldest man is gonna be more knowledgeable. So I feel like we need to sit with him. The youngest guy, he's not gonna know shit. He's gonna be like, oh, he's the cool dude because he's young. Fuck him. He's not gonna know anything. Oldest dude knows everything. You turn your attention to the oldest man at the table. Whatever face he had is lost in a labyrinth of wrinkles. This dude. And his skin is the color of a tanned hide from a lifetime of beating sun. Greetings, old man. He raises his mug and salutes. Stranger. His face is gravely like the dusty dirt that lines the streets of his town. Where are you from? I come from Anoland. He nods. Not many cross through the Cantopona gate. It's either in either direction, if you know what I'm saying. I understand you. He grins and picks his teeth with his fingernail. They say a war is coming. There's a war coming. Something to do with a crown. Let's play dumb. A crown? You ask cautiously. The crown of kings, he says. They say it's how a leader leads. Without the crown on your head, no one will follow you. That's kind of weird. The crown can raise an army from the farmyard or command a population to walk into the sea. He shakes his head. Sounds like a bad idea if you ask me, but if someone's got to wear it, I'd rather they were in Analand than Manpang. Now, why does someone need to have this crown? Could no one lead in this fucking world without a crown? Like, can't they just be like, hey, how about we just don't walk into the sea and, like, not go to, like... I wonder how the inn owner measures up to some guy. Which one? You know, the biggest one. I'm sure you'd want to know that, too. You're married to someone with a tiny dick. You sip your beer. The old man. Did we lose a gold? We might have. Exchange a glance with the younger man sitting opposite. Ask the old man about the area. Can you tell me something about this region, you ask? Cristani? Certainly. I'll tell you that around here, we're always glad to help out strangers. Tell me, why would we say, I think you're a crazy old man. Why would we say that? Tell me what lies beyond this town. Beyond Cristani, there are two paths, he says. One takes you to the past Aliana's home, and you will need your wits about you if she's there. The other leads up to the hills and Laiki, domain of the Great Ones. Either way you choose, I wish you the luck of Sindala on your journey. Who is Sindala? God of hopeless causes, the man replies and laughs. The crowd at the inn is starting to thin out. You finish your beer in a single draft, and get to your feet. You take your leave of the inn. The owner stops you, holding his hand. Let's pay him the gold piece. Yeah, let's not be a dick. You pay him the gold piece to step out to the street. You look this way and that, trying to decide what to do next. Then you realize the old man has joined you once more. He grabs your shoulder and presses a fruit into your hand. Bomba, he declares through fermented breath. I grow them myself. Good for the stomach. He pats your belly and walks away, swaying slightly. Look at the fruit. You turn the old man's gift over in your hands. It is a thick, rinded fruit that keeps well and will be highly nourishing. Oh, we got a rationing. Yep. Whenever you decide to eat it, its only drawback is its incredible weight. It is now evening and time to sleep. So we could go to the inn or we could sleep outside. The inn is going to cost money, right? But outside we might get sucked off by a bat again. And somebody gets the crown, and the person without the crown loses. Plot twist, this is a battle royale game. Also, this might be intentionally dark, as it implies the crown mind controls the population. All your adventure is to maintain said control. That is, yeah, that's pretty dark. That's pretty dark. I agree with that. Okay. Shit, we could save money. We got 5 gold, though. Let's see how much it costs. I mean, maybe we'll have a choice to leave if it costs too much. Got the inn. You stop a passerby and ask for an inn. They lead you there directly. The woman who runs the place stands in the doorway with her arms folded. Are you from the king, she demands? I'll say I'm on a mission for... fuck. See, I don't want to... The issue is I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm an important person, because then someone's going to try to rob me or something. You know? No, I'm a mere traveler. The woman narrows her eyes at you. This is a guest house. The best in Cristani. Only guests stay. And any guest of mine knows it will cost me 3 gold pieces to host a man overnight and 2 to feed him. But it's all between friends. Fuck. So that's gonna be all of our money. Well, we don't need to eat from her, right? We've got 3 rations, so we'll just say I'll take a room. That's gonna cost 3 gold. The woman shows you the way upstairs to the room. There are 3 other guests already staying and asleep. So you settle quickly. The bed is not clean, but it is comfortable, and after a long day and all its narrow escapes, you are grateful beyond measure for the rest. Let's save what we have. Oh, that hurt me, though. Oof. Your last thoughts are of food. You have not eaten today, but you cannot march forever on an empty stomach, or you will achieve nothing but feeding the wolves. I didn't realize that was going to fuck me for stamina. All right, there you go. There's your... We slept, though. We got back some stamina, and it's out of 14. The dreams are vivid once again. You're walking endlessly, and the hills moving. So this makes sense. Like, remember they said, like, you'd grown accustomed to it, so we're getting back to our 20 stamina every night. Every step exhausts you, but no step moves you forwards. Meanwhile, the food in your bag is rotting, wet through from the sweat of your back. And in the distance, a deep voice is blooming with laughter. The long, cruel fingers of one hand are curled around the metal frame of a crown, and with the other, he beckons you forward, as if into a trap. Okay, let's just get the fuck out of here. You wake early and sit for a moment with no great hurry to leave the village. This is now the 3rd day of your journey, and the muscles in your legs are feeling lean and strong from so much walking. You spend a short while enjoying the peace. Then unhurriedly collect your possessions and set off along the path. Christiani, or whatever, is surrounded by several miles of fields. It sits in a well-protected ring of hills and is close enough to the river to be reasonably prosperous. As you follow the path between lines of sun-baked crops, you come to a fork in the road. The right-hand way leads past a set of outbuildings. On the left, directly off to the deep woodland. So we could go into the woods towards Dumpus here, or whatever this is. I'm kind of curious what this is, but this is probably like... I have a bad feeling. This is like Hansel and Gretel kind of shit. We'll go in here and get eaten by a witch, right? I'm curious what this is, but I feel like this is like a path to Game Oversville, right? The bed has herpes. Could have. But maybe I already did. And Dumpus just looks like another fucking town. And then also the ruins, we could go up along the ruins, which also leads to Dumpus, right? But... Or an essential item. You're right, there could be an essential item there too. You can get the end game. The ruins, I feel like, are gonna fuck us too. So what do you guys... this is left, and we always said go left. Dumpus is the ancient Greek word for shitting. I don't know if that's true. Is that... But I have no knowledge to refute your claim, Oblivion Jobs. I gotta say Skyrim Jobs is a little bit better of a name. Dumpus is my crumpus. Fuck. Heroes always go left. Alright, we'll go left. We'll go into the woods. Your journey is too important to slow down by talking to locals. You must pass unseen, and so you disappear into the jungle of tall trees. For a short while, the sun is feverish, and then you are between the trees once more, and everything becomes cool and still. You walk for several hours uneventfully. This is land that was never settled or explored, and very few travel this way. In places, brushes and shrubs have grown over the path. Let's move cautiously. You pick your way carefully forward, moving slowly but silently between the trees. If there are any beasts nearby, you should be able to wring their necks without them hearing you approach. Then you come to a fork in the road, still deep in the forest. So we're here. There's the fork. Can we cast a spell here now? Someone has thought to make a sign. Perhaps as a guide or perhaps as a warning. The way to the right is marked for Dumpus. The left turns to Aliana, the name you remember from the man that Christiani told you. Neither way seems the better trod. You'll have to choose. So he told us, like, to pass her house, but he didn't say anything. Did he say anything bad about her house? You forgot the password to your Skyrim Jobs account? Just do a password reset then, you dingus. Did you forget the email you used? Oh, shit. I really want to see what's going on with her. But I feel like she's evil, and she's gonna try to kill us. He said you would have to have your wits about you if she was home. So I assume that's bad. Yeah, but she probably does have a good item that we could... there's a risk here, right? There's gotta be a reward to this, right? It's not like we're gonna go there and get fucked. Let's do it. Fucking let's do it. Heroes go left. Alright. So then we can come back and go left towards Dumpus. See, we're always going left. The path winds between trees that get greener and more lush. You must be closer to the river here, although you cannot hear the water. After about half an hour's walk through dampled shade, you come across a well-built hut. Flowers decorate its walls, and the door closes. Where the fuck? Why would I say the door closes? There's nowhere it says closes, but in my head. And the door has been painted with ornate designs. The path ends here. Let's scout around it. You perform a swift circuit around the hut, but find nothing unusual or concerning. It seems to be what it is, a hut, set up itself deep in the forest. But for someone to survive out here on their own, surrounded by the beasts of the jungle, they must be someone quite powerful. Alright, let's knock on it. Let's do it. You approach the door and knock. There is no reply. Let's open it. You push open the door and stride inside. Enter the house. The hut is neatly... they gave me some outs there. They were like, yeah, you can leave. You can fucking leave. And I didn't. You also forgot the password for the email it was linked with? Okay, go one more step. Try to recover that password then. There must have been a secondary email that it backed up to, right? There's a paper trail, Skyrim. You could get there. Okay. The hut is neatly laid out. You detect the touch of a fastidious woman. Chairs are set around the table. I have no idea what fastidious means. Probably delicate. I have no fucking idea. As if for guests. A mattress lies in one corner in a large kitchen area indicates that whoever lives here, they are fond of cooking. Let's call out first. Hello? Is anyone there? Here? To your surprise, a voice answers quickly. Who's there? Who's that? Locate the speaker. Looking into a corner, hidden by a large cupboard, you see a cage in which a woman is imprisoned. Good stranger, she pleads. Let me out of this cage, I beg you. What happened to you? I was going to be cautious. You move over to the cage, quite shocked. What happened to you? Oh, good stranger, she wails. I have been locked up here for 2 days. It was Elvins that did it. Those mischievous, prankful Elvins. Please, you must help me. I have not eaten. And they left me here, where I could see all my cooking things but not reach them. See, he said our wits would need to be about us, and I feel like this is a trap. I feel like this is a fucking trap. Very attentive to and concerned about accuracy and detail. Okay, thank you. Also, why a woman? Yeah, I know. Well, maybe because there's like doilies and shit. I don't know. I'm sure you're there for a reason. Fuck you. Yeah, this seems like a trap to me. Yeah, but I don't want to. I mean, either way, it's like, oh, let's just help her. Fuck it. You go to the cage, try the door. It's locked, of course. Let's use magic. Let's dop this thing. You should be grateful I waste my strength on you. What? That's rude, you declare as you roll up your sleeves. Cast a spell. We're gonna dop this thing. Or zap it. What is a zapper? Yeah, let's stop it. Cost 1 stamina. You cast a spell over the lock, and it begins to shiver. Like a small beetle, it hums and clicks, and tumblers turn and work. Finally, it snaps open and drops to the floor. The woman claps her hands in delight, and with the door open, she rushes out and throws her arms around you before backing off a pace and trying to regain her composure. Stranger, she declares, I am in your debt. Alimana will reward you. Will you take aid in combat or mastery of magic? Oh god, or we can ask for a kiss. Shit. Magic has helped us a lot. So magic will probably... So, combat, she'll probably give us, like, a sword or something, right? But magic, she'll probably give us something to cast another spell. And spells have been fucking helping us a lot. And the name of the game is Sorcery, so magic. Very well. She rushes quickly over the wall and opens a panel that you've not seen before and takes out a small box, which she places your hands to smell. No tricks, she says to smell. All these things will aid you. All these things? Oh, shit. If you know what they are meant to be used. Open the box. You flip open the box. It explodes and you die. It contains a small vial of glue. There we go. We can glue people. A small strange-looking nose plugs. We can make shit. We can fart now. And 4 small pebbles. We can make little explosions. You pocket them and give back the empty box. The lady has been freed. It seems as there's nothing much more to keep here from your quest. Look, she wants food. So let's be nice. Let's share food with her. Because we didn't eat, right? And now we're healed on stamina, and that's perfect. Would you share food with me? She nods vigorously, and the two of you settle down at the table. It is a mockery of a family feast, as you carefully divide an old man's nourishing bomba fruit, trying hard not to lose any morsels in the cracks in the wood. She eats ravenously, as you do. Then firmly you stand. I must be on my way, you tell her. I have many more miles to cover today. She nods. Of course, please, before you go. She holds out something. It is a small bag of gold coins. Yeah, we'll take that. Got some more gold back. 7 gold. You bow your head and accept the gift. There are 7 gold pieces inside. And one more thing, she says, moving around the table, she leans up to you and pecks you on the cheek, whispering, I am Aliana the Witch, and I have killed a good many men with my sorcery, but I chose not to kill you today. Go in peace. Oh, shit. Then she steps back, and her face is soft and peaceful as it ever was. Did you imagine her words? Almost certainly not. Time then to leave. You step quickly outside. You retrace your steps to the last junction where you take the path to Dumpus. Holy shit! Maybe because we were good, we were nice to her. Like maybe it was a test, right? Like if we would have said, "Hey, what will you give me if I let you out?" kind of thing, she would have fucking killed me. Or if I would have like just left without help, like knowing that she was hungry and just left without offering food to her or something. Because we came out ahead. We lost 1 ration, but we came out ahead 7 gold and like 5 more stamina. She chose not to kill me. She has a crush on me. Maybe. Oh man, that worked out awesome. Okay. We're doing pretty good, guys. 14 stamina, 9 gold, 2 rations. We're pretty fucking good. We're not being... Here's the key. I'm not being a murder hobo, right? I'm not just attacking. I've been in 1 fight this whole time. I'm not just attacking... And even then, I was going to use magic. I'm not just attacking anything all the time. Oh, yeah, and I did use magic. That's true. So maybe she was like, oh, cool, he knows magic, too. But, like... I've been trying to find, I've been trying to be good. I've been trying to be reasonable, and try to be kind of like a chaotic good or lawful good character here, So, you walk several hours following the twists and turns of the path through the trees. Then suddenly you stop. You have heard a noise up ahead. Something is moving around between the rocks and the edge of the path. Let's look. Let's look first. We don't know what it is. Wants to know what happens? I looked it up. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, we're already past it. Go ahead, KT. Let me know what happens while I read this. Oh, you mean I got magic stuff? Yeah, it was good. You hang back. Watch the trees. There's definitely something moving around. Something large and long with a tail that whips between the trees. But now that you've seen it, you're a definite advantage. We could glue it. We could jig it. She attacks you unless you share food with her. Oh, shit. So I made the right choice there. So we cast a spell. Can we like make it jig? Oh, there's a J. Oh, but there's no ig. What's D? Dop or Dawes. No, that's not gonna help us. We can zap it. Let's try to creep around it. The beast is off to the path to the right, so you creep through the tree line to the left and may escape unnoticed. You try to move it slowly and carefully, making as little noise as possible, placing your feet with delicate care. After a few more yards, you are about to rejoin the path when the movement of the animal stops. It must have heard you or caught your scent. And sure enough, a moment later, it is upon you in a flurry of foliage and dirt. A rat bear leaps from the undergrowth. It is much closer. So instead of an owl bear, it's a rat bear. It's much so. Is that like just like a bear? It's like a bear with a fucked up head. So I guess so is an owl bear. It is much closer, except owl bears will eat like rats and shit. I don't know if that's true. It is much closer than you thought. Its sleek back fur allows it to hide in shadows until it's almost upon you. So we can fight it or we can cast a spell. So is it the same spells? Should we zap this fucker? I really wanted to make it dance, but we can't. Oh, so we can law it. How much did law cost? What did law do again? It makes it so that they takes control of attacker's will. Non-intelligent creatures only. Short duration. Costs 3 HP. So we could do that. We could zap it for the same amount of hit points. Oops. Or zip it? What was zip? We don't have the requirements for that, I don't think. That's like teleport, or making us fast, isn't it? Isn't that what zip does? I'm trying to find it in this listing here. Where the fuck is it? Can't find it now. Zip. There it is. Teleport is short. Oh, we need a ring of green metal, so we don't have what we need for that. And the Daz was the other one, or Dawes. which is slows the enemy 1/6 speed, making it easier to fight and evade. 1 hit point. Let's try that. We'll try to dawes it first. We only lose a hit point for that. We'll slow it. Maybe we can run away. You draw a spell and the beast slows down, looking suddenly very sleepy and slow. At this speed, you do not even need to fight it. You walk quickly away. Awesome. We only lost 1. There's no way, unless we had a perfect fight, that we would have come out better than that. It would have probably done at least 1 damage, right? So, perfect. We're doing like a pacifist run. Jesus Christ, we've only killed 1 thing. The path winds a few more times around gigantic trees, thousands of years old, and then emerges onto a sudden plain. As if the forest had been scooped away by a gigantic hand. A river trickles thinly between short grasses, and by its banks stands a tiny village. Again, we can go around. Why is this? Why are we wanting to, like, hide from the village? So there's Dumpus. Let's go into Dumpus. Today has been a short day with few true dangers. With a decent meal and a night's sleep, your next day will start auspiciously. So you begin gentle climb down into the village. You follow the path down into the village, passing a sign which declares it to be Dumpus. The streets are thin and... Oh.
Boompas and fumpus my rumpus in the middle of a dumpus, you fucking wumpus gumpus.
Thank you, Aliana, for donating $1 for bumpus and fumpus my rumpus in the middle of dumpus, you fucking wumpus glumpus. I'm not even really sure what that means, but I appreciate the $1. So thank you. Thank you for the ration, no, not the rations, the gold, the magic items, and the $1, Aliana. That sounds like tomato. You think so, KTD? It could be. If that's the case, thank you, tomato. But if it's not, then thank you, whoever it was. You follow the path down, blah, blah, blah. There are streets thin and narrow, and the buildings have been set close together as if trying to withstand a storm. There's a terrible smell hanging in the air. Well, I can make terrible smell, too. In-game. In real life. All in all, it seems an unpleasant place. Great, so we can explore the town, we can talk to the villagers, and find an inn. So it seems like every time we find a village, that's like the end of the day. Let's talk to the villagers. Find out what's going on. You pass along the main path through the village, and pause outside a hut in which several of the hill dwellers are sitting and eating. They seem... Oh.
Fuck shit piss cunt ass draz cock bitch nipples anal.
Thank you, edgy guy 666 for the $1, and fuck shit piss cunt ass draz cock bitch nipples anal. Thank you very much for the $1. Edge guy 666. Totally not Draz. Yeah. Well, he hasn't talked the whole time, so it might not be Draz. It might just be someone like they're putting a string of offensive words, and of course Draz would be in that string of offensive words. You pass through the main village and pause outside the hut with hill dwellers and eating. They seem deep in discussion about something. Several are shaking their fists in the air. Lifting back the canvas flap, you step inside. The hill dwellers stop talking immediately and look up to you. One gets on his feet and gestures you forward. Let's bow our head. Let's be polite. You nod your head once to the man, who returns a gesture. Then one of the others calls something in their native tongue and points at your side, to where your sword hangs out below the hem of your cloak. In broken common tongue, the first man croaks, "No weapons," as he indicates a table by the door where you can leave the blade. So we could just leave. I mean, I don't know that this is a trap. I think it's just, look at the table. There are plenty of other weapons here, so the men appear to be honest enough. Alright, yeah, let's just remove our sword. This glue. We got a stamina back. You unfasten your sword belt and leave your weapon on the table. The hill dwellers nod to show their appreciation and then beckon you to sit with them. Then they continue their conversation just as animately. Yeah. As before, speaking in local tongue that you cannot follow. But as they talk, they pour you a drink and provide you with food. They seem quite welcoming. I mean, we don't want to be like that guy that butts in and be like, what are you talking about? Let's just fucking listen. Let's just be quiet and listen. We don't want to be dicks. As you eat, you listen, catch a few words here and there. Goblins, arms, Christiani. They seem to be very concerned. Tell them you've been there. Sure. I've been to Christiani, you declare. The men nod, but do not seem surprised. Slowly, you piece together the story. The group seem quite sure that a horde of goblins are planning an attack on Christiani, which is apparently one of the wealthier spots in the hills. They're discussing whether or not it would be worth helping the village to defend itself, which might mean they are offered some kind of reward. You must help them. You declare earnestly. Christiani does not help us. One of the men points out. They are rich, we are poor. You will place them in your debt. You can be better than them. See, he immediately started talking about, like, money shit. Like, they're rich, we're poor. So clearly, he cares about money and, like, status. So telling him that they'll be in their debt probably is the better choice. The men nod, swayed by your ruthless logic. And you? How do you fight? I will help those that need it. There we go. The men nod. Let the goblins attack tonight, they cheer. We will use your strength. The evening draws to a close. The men thank you for your counsel and leave, one by one. So we could head out of town. I guess we stay in town in the inn. That's when we could do the attack. Cause, okay, fine. Let's explore the town first. I assume we grabbed our weapon back. Steal someone else's weapon and make a run for it. Halfway along the track, you come across a couple of merchants' huts. You browse for items worth buying with your 9 gold pieces. Your attention is taken by a finely woven skull cap, a finely crafted sword, and a small bag of provisions. Let's examine the skull cap, because that was that mind reading one, right? You pick up the skull cap and turn it over. Stolen from the priest of Dadu Lay, the merchant declares the prime. A fine piece of work. 4 gold pieces. You can tell from the feel of the cloth it is no inherent magic, but it might be useful to spells. Let's try it on. You place it on your head but feel nothing. You take it off again. Yeah, we're gonna buy it. I bet you it's that skull cap we need for fucking mind control. You pay in 4 gold pieces. You place the skull cap in your sack. That's enough. You nod to the merchant. The merchant smiles. Is there anything else I can help you with? Is there any work to be had here? I need to earn some money. The merchant sizes you up. You look like a good worker to me. One of my friends needs some digging doing. I'm sure he would pay you and feed you for it. Digging what? You ask. The merchant shifts uncontrollably. Like a grave? Does it matter? You will find out. I don't want to try to dig like a fucking mass grave. He stares at you. So, he asks. He looks over his shoulder path. I'm going that way now myself. You coming? Ah, fuck. I mean, we could get gold. I don't want to dig like a mass grave or like dig up some like nuclear reactive sludge. Alright, let's follow the merchant. Digging is fun. Do it. He leads you to a house on the edge of the village and introduces you to the householder. A stout man who is probably incapable of lifting a spade, let alone digging with it. What is it you need doing? Amass the train for Dumpus is what you think? Cesspit! Oh, fuck, it is. The man replies, Outback needs digging. How much? Well, the man replies, it's pretty urgent, the man. This one's overflowing. How much money you demand? 3 gold pieces. Oh, God. Alright, I'll get started. Spades out. Oh, he casts a spell. Spades out back, he replies with a jerk of his thumb. You walk through the man's house and backyard. It smells terrible. The job is not to dig a new cesspit, but to dig over the old one. And it's going to take several hours. Work will probably take the whole night. You go like, oh shit, we can't do that the whole night. Let's cast a spell. What spells can we do? We can do a fireball. Maybe we can like blow it all up. What was fire again? What was fire again? It was hot. We don't have hot. We don't have an H. P. Pep. What was pep? Super strength. But we need potion of fire water, so we can't do that. There's big. So we can make ourselves big and dig it really quick. Oops. Or zap it, so we can zap the turds. They don't call this place Dumpus for nothing. So we can make ourselves really big, which will make it easier to do. We can zap it, which who knows what that's gonna do. We could just dig it, but then we'd miss the battle. And we can't do the other spell. See, the thing is, like, big makes sense, right? They'll be like, oh, you get it done in, like, half the time. Zap, I don't know what it would do. Like, if it was the hot one, I would be like, okay, you just, like, explode the turds or something. Maybe Zap would do that, too. What do they cost? What does big cost? Probably the same, right? 1 HP. So it costs less to cast big. Let's do it. Big. You cast a spell and wait for it to take effect, then you feel the spade turn from a heavy tool to a mere toothpick in your hand. As you swell to 3 times your usual size, you have the digging work done in barely any time. You explode the poop pile. It covers all the houses of the village. It just kills you at the end. Yeah. Okay, cool. We did it really quick. Collect our pay. And we got our stamina back. You go back in the house and collect your money. 3 gold pieces. The grateful... Oh, shit! We're gonna sleep, though. Householder provides you with some food, as well as a space on the floor to rest. Later at night, you settle down happily, quickly asleep. Shit! Does that mean we can't fight? We got 16 stamina, though. You dream strange dreams as you sleep. Your thoughts are dominated by the strange woman in the hut. In your mind, she has become younger and more beautiful than she truly was. Flowers seem to blossom from her hair, as though she was grown from the earth herself. Overhead, you fancy you hear the flap of giant wings. The birdman came for the crown. Perhaps before the journey is finished, it will come for you. So we didn't even do the fight. We can just leave Dumpus. Shit. Well. Good luck, guys. Sorry. I didn't know that was going to happen. You rise early, dismiss the attentions of the householder, and head out to the street. Within a few minutes of walk, you're out of Dumpus, the back of the road. Are we not going to address the fact that there was, like, a battle that never... Okay. After an hour or so, the way branches, with one path leading up in the hills and the other turning downhill along the side of a barren stony ridge. Is that a village you can make in the top of the hill? It seems like a lonely place for it. So there is a village up here, or we can skip the village, but I don't feel like skipping I feel like visiting all the villages. Yeah, well, we just let them get fucked by the fucking goblins, I guess, but oops. But it was never addressed. It is also almost 1 in the morning, so I feel like this is a good stopping point, because we just finished with Dumpus. We're heading out. Look at what we did, though. We started down here. I don't know what was down here, but we never did anything with it. We took this route. We actually went right this time. We didn't go left. This is the one time we weren't a hero, I guess. We went right. I can't remember what we did in the woods. I think we skipped by a creature. And then we got into the mines, right? Or maybe we didn't skip by a creature. We got sucked off by a bat at some point. We got into the mines. We went through the whole mine shaft kind of bullshit here where we just ran through and got some boots. So if we're in cold areas, we can use the boots, which is good. We then got out, dealt with Cristani's issues, which wasn't many issues. We just talked to an old dude. We skipped the ruins. We came down, talked to the witch, let her out of a cage, and gave her food. So she gave us magic and stuff, magic items and things. Then we came up to Dumpus, where we told them that we would help them fight goblins. But then we didn't because we had to dig a cesspit. And then we slept on the floor. And then now we're heading to possibly Uristani or going around it, but I'm probably gonna head into it. And then what's left then? We go up to this bridge maybe. There's this whole place. Maybe we go to this waterfall. Who knows? I mean, we've already cut through. Like, in the beginning, it took us a long time just to do this, but then this, we, like, breezed through. They were discussing if they should help. Goblins attack Cristani, not them. Well, I told them that they should help them. And they asked if I would fight with them, and I said, yeah. But I never got the option to go fight with them because I think I was too busy digging shit out of a hole. So, I don't know what to tell you. Nope.
Magic is real, bitch.
Thank you, Richard Balls, for donating $1. Magic certainly is real. In this, anyway. Bitch. So anyway. Goblins come and go. Priorities. Goblins come and go, but poop stays. I guess that's true. At least there's not poop now to deal with. And the goblins weren't... I mean, that was Dumpus's situation, the poop, right? Christianity had the goblin problem, so what do they care, right? So anyway, thank you guys. I'm going to probably end it right here. Next time we'll continue on. This probably won't take too long. But there's 3 other games to play after this, so we'll just continue on with the other games probably next time. Next stream should be Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I added there's like a widget or something I added down underneath the stream that does countdowns now to the stream schedule. So if for whatever reason you didn't remember the standard Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing, there it is. That's the only thing I have it set up for. So if I do like surprise streams every once in a while, like on a Tuesday or whatever, that doesn't include that, and that just happens. But for the actual scheduled streams, I have a countdown now, I guess. So enjoy. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Thanks also for watching both, right? The hockey stuff. It shows in local time. Oh, nice. I just put my time zone in there, but it's awesome that it shows in local time for you. Cool. So thanks for watching the hockey stuff. Thanks for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed both. I hope you guys really enjoyed this because I do kind of want to play through this whole series. It seems pretty cool. It seems pretty neat, like a little adventure, you know? We're doing pretty well, right? We've got fucking 16 out of 16 stamina, 8 gold, and 2 rations. We're doing pretty good, I think. I don't know. Maybe this is bad. Maybe this is terrible. Maybe most people play this, they have like 100 gold and like 80 rations by now. But I feel like I'm comfortable. I'm doing good. We've been in one fight, which we did okay in. And otherwise, we've used magic to get around a lot of our issues. So, not so bad. So, anyway, thanks again, guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And see you guys on Monday, hopefully. So, Mazel tov. Oh, wait. I gotta thank people for donations. I don't want to be a dick. Thank you, Draven. There was enough donations today and stuff that I figured that I should, no, it's not too late. It's not over. That I should actually go through these. So thanks again, Draven, for resubbing, as well as gifting subs to KTD and Thule. Thank you, some guy 420 for having a boner, and some guy 520 for having a bigger boner than some guy 420. Thank you, some guy 69 for having your dick bring all the boys to the yard, and damn right it's bigger than mine. Thank you, some guy 120 for wanting a grow spell cast on his penis. Thank you, Aliana, for bumpus and pumpus and rumpus in my middle of the dumpus and my fucking wumpus gumpus. And thank you, Edgy Guy 666 for fuck shit piss cunt ass draz cock bitch nipples analing. And again, thank you, Richard Balls, for magic is real, bitch. Okay, now I'll leave, and now have a good weekend.